What's up, folks? Welcome back. Ragnarok here with episode 62 of my High Elves Mortal Empires campaign on Legendary difficulty. Sorry, I think my brain stalled there for a second. So, I apologize for the crash last time, guys. Not sure what caused it. That was actually my second crash of the day. I was playing some quick battles and had a crash during one of those. So I re-verified the game files again, just to be on the safe side. And I don't know. Hopefully we can get through this without any more crashes. Fucking sucks getting crashes. I'm gonna keep these guys in behind. All right. Kind of want to get up on this hill, but at the same time, all right, our reinforcements are coming in on the hill here. Why don't we? Oh man, this is really tricky. Let's line up here, out in the open-ish. Actually, let's line out in the open here. Is in behind, and we'll keep the hill. Stand there. Just group you as one, and then second army will group as two. I think it's the best way. So another thing I need to start doing is backing up my save files. I know on legendary difficulty, obviously it's you know, it saves automatically for you, but there is a way to back them up. I'm not sure exactly how to do it. I was watching one of Legend of Total War's videos, and he was explaining how to do it. Actually, he's explained it a couple times. All right, you guys need to get down here to help out. Yeah, not necessarily to, you know, scum save my way through a campaign, but to, not saying at all that that would ever be something that Legend of Total War would ever do. The guy would never need to do that. He's fucking invincible. But no, just necessarily so that I can, in case of crashes and things like that, because you never know. These games, I mean, these are really complex games to put together, so you know, it's not surprising that they do occasionally have some bugs in them. All right, so if they split up against our two armies, we should be good, I think, or at least I hope. Anyway, I just hope our archer fire is enough to take them down. Alright. Looking good so far, I think. Alrighty. Doing over here. Alright, you guys in position? Alright, good stuff. Yeah, just in the center here. It's gonna be a bit of an issue here. These guys are gonna take a beating. We're here, I think we should be good. Hoping anyway. You guys gotta take down that Hydra. Take the Hydra down. To take them out. You guys move back. Alright, you guys all back up. Take down their lord. Guys, get in some shots in there. Guys need to back up as well. Alright, dragon is down. Guys move that way. The thing about archers is they're fairly mobile. Really fast on their feet for the most part. Alright, start retreating this way so we can link up with the second army. Alright, I think they're starting to break. Most of them. Whew, alright, this went really well. Really well, I think. Alright, cool. Cool beans. Close victory, I'll take it. Alright. Giddy up. Alright, I'm gonna read, actually no, I don't think I'm gonna have time. It's still a big chunk. The paragraph that I had started last time really bugs me that I didn't get through the whole thing in one shot, in one end turn anyway. Anyway, what can you do? Alrighty, so that's one less settlement for Nagarond. One less army for Nagarond, but I don't know, they sprout these things up like crazy, so I didn't lose any units, so that's good. I think I'm just gonna occupy. I would like the replenishments, but I don't want the conquest, but I don't think it's worth the conquest penalty. So we'll just occupy it. Province secured. Good stuff.
The people are rested.
Alrighty. What do we got to do here?
Guardian of the Phoenix Crown.
Level it up. What were we working you towards? Alright, so you've got all that stuff. I don't think we need Elven Scholar. Alright, good. So let's go Inspiring Presence. Does any of this do anything for archers? Minus 5% upkeep for archers. Replenishment rate. Oh, that's not bad. Give us a little bit extra cash. We'll go Inspiring Presence and get a Bowmaster. Get both these generals Bowmaster. Also, let's see. Where is she at? Alright, so she's good. Some needs Evelyn healing and alright, let's go this way and get Bowmaster right away. Actually, no, I want that Elvish healing. Just to get these guys replenished quicker. Alright, good stuff. Definitely do that. Alrighty, yeah, let's get you on the force march. And put you right here.
Moving out. Tyrion, heir of Anarion.
I think they're
Guardian of the Phoenix Crown. Going
keep you nice and close to one another, just to be on the safe side. Alright, so we got these three armies linked up. This mage is going to go in one of them. We'll have Terra go ahead and scout ahead. And I did say that I wanted to get another noble for Tyrion's army. Yeah, of course these guys are going to fucking land over here. Why? Why? We have a peace treaty. Ah, Dios mio, that's so annoying. That is really annoying. Could upgrade this. I feel like there's some better stuff we could upgrade first though. And of course, you're headed down this way. Oh man.
Of course.
You slow them down. Perhaps. Oh man, we're just never going to be able to defend this, move forward, and get rid of some of these guys. What is the garrison like here? Not good enough. We don't have defenses yet. Do have this army in the neighborhood. Okay, so you haven't moved yet. How far can you get on force march? Actually, we do have to force march you anyway. Get you up to the Eagle Gate.
I light the way.
And we've got an agent up here that will move down that way as well. Down here. You can disable them. I wonder if they'll attack right away. I mean, if anything, if they do take it, we'll just rebuild this army and come down here and smash them. They would be able to, well, White Peak has defenses, so we could at least maybe stop them at White Peak. There's no way they would take Wall's Anvil. Wall's Anvil, solid garrison there. Because I don't think they could. Alright, what do we want to build here? Let's repair this so that it's only 24, so upgrade this, and we also want to get, what do we want to get here? The orchards. These fucking vampires gonna have to be dealt with again. Alright, well at least we have this province secured again. Guess we'll go growth. Get this province finished as quickly as possible. Get the defenses up. And hopefully push on to finish off some Dark Elves. There's only... I don't know. I can't believe that these guys are just landing on our territory here. Like, are they going to attack us? What are they going to do? Maybe causing corruption, I would imagine. It's really annoying. Alright, so I did say I was going to recruit another noble. Ooh, this guy will be good. Yeah. This guy would be good. I want this guy in Tyrion's army. But this guy would be good as well. Oh, man. Boy, do we want to go cheap with Tyrion's armies and just save some more money? Or do we want to boost up his Silverhelms? Melee attack +5 for Silverhelms. Melee defense +5 for Silverhelms. Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll go frugal. The minus 15%. I mean, it's going to save quite a bit in Tyrion's army. Tyrion's army is going to be expensive. Screw it. We'll go Road Air. Boost up the Silverhelms. Be useful. Alright, what do we want to give you for... Alright, since you're going to be in Tyrion's army, give you that. Also give you the trade. Give you a steed. And then you got 2 points left, eh? This might be useful, but actually let's go Weapon Master, and you will go... I think the leadership might be helpful, but I'll play Master. Alright, cool. Alright, so we want to get you into Tyrion's army, and
Protector of Ulthuan.
this mage, I guess we'll put in another army, or one of these archer armies.
Defender of the Aesir.
Prince of Ulthuan.
The winds are rising. Ladriel, grant me your sight.
Alrighty, one more territory to secure, to retake all of Ulthuan, the one that Trace lost. And we need to get up here and weed these fuckers out. I'm just hesitant to send all of our armies because we got these assholes here now. And they're bringing more. Like we just signed a peace treaty with them, and they've got what the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 armies. Must be nice to be able to afford all that. You know, we've got plus 45% upkeep cost. It's brutal. All right. Oh, I can't wait to see this army in the field. Cannot wait. Right, so you're not gonna move, and actually, just check the building list quickly. Palador, Griffin Gate. Should we build this up? Don't really need to build this up just yet. Growth plus 20. What are we doing? Tribute to the Phoenix King. Tribute to the Phoenix King. Okay, good. Palador, yeah, let's get that going. Alright, we'll end the turn. I'll finally finish off this paragraph by Tolkien from On Fairy Stories. So, the story is found to be widespread, unattached to the mother of Charlemagne or to any historical character. From this fact, by itself, we certainly cannot deduce that it is not true of Charlemagne's mother, though that is the kind of deduction that is most frequently made from that kind of evidence. The opinion that the story is not true of Bertha Broadfoot must be founded on something else, on features in the story which critics' philosophy does not allow to be possible in real life, so that he would actually disbelieve the tale, even if it were found nowhere else, or in the existence of good historical evidence that Bertha's actual life was quite different, so that he would disbelieve the tale, even if his philosophy allowed that it was perfectly possible in real life. No one, I fancy, would discredit a story that the Archbishop of Canterbury slipped on a banana skin merely because he found that a similar comic mishap had been reported of many people, and especially of elderly gentlemen of dignity. He might disbelieve the story if he discovered that in it an angel or even a fairy had warned the Archbishop that he would slip if he wore gaiters on a Friday. He might also disbelieve the story if it was stated to have occurred in the period between, say, 1940 and 1945. So much for that. It is an obvious point, and it has been made before, but I venture to make it again, although it is a little beside my present purpose, for it is constantly neglected by those who concern themselves with the origins of tales. Right, so, yeah, I'm a little lost there, but he's trying to get at the origins of tales and why we tell stories, I think is where he's going with that. So, but what of the banana skin? Our business with it really only begins when it has been rejected by historians. It is more useful when it has been thrown away. The historian would be likely to say that the banana skin story became attached to the Archbishop, as he does say on fair evidence that the goose girl, Marchand, became attached to Bertha. That way of putting it is harmless enough in what is commonly known as history. But is it really a good description of what is going on and has gone on in the history of story making? I do not think so. I think it would be nearer to the truth to say that the Archbishop became attached to the banana skin, or that Bertha has turned into the goose girl. Better still, I would say that Charlemagne's mother and Archbishop were put into the pot, in fact, got into the soup. They were just new bits added to the stock. A considerable honor, for in that soup were many things older, more potent, more beautiful, comic, or terrible than they were in themselves, considered simply as figures of history. So, yeah, I think what he's trying to get at there is that what Tolkien is saying is that history can sometimes be very lifeless, and that fairy stories and our imagination is what breathes life into those sort of stories. Makes them more compelling, and more interesting to us, more fascinating. And you know, there's a certain truth in that. And you know, I think history is a lot more interesting when it reads. A history book is a lot more interesting when it reads like a storybook. But in a sort of sense, all of history is a fiction, because I mean, things that happened in the past, how do you recreate them, or how do you express them, you know, after they've already happened? This is something that that Tolstoy, Leo Tolstoy, was really concerned with in writing some of his works, War and Peace, um, you know, most famously, I guess, um, you know, where he's telling, it's almost sort of like a historical fiction, where he's got these fictional characters around I mean, some of the, not all of the characters in Tolstoy's War and Peace are fictional, but some of them are. But I mean, you have this overarching historical drama playing out, but also you have this drama between these fictional characters playing out as well. So, did these guys go for the Eagle Gate? Oh yeah, that's exactly what they did. All right, so what is left of the garrison here? Why can't we see it? These are our allies. Why can't we see how many of them are there? Alright, I wouldn't be terribly upset if they lost the Phoenix Gate, and then we came back to retake it. So that would be actually ideal. I wouldn't mind having all 4 of these gates under our control. I'm gonna move her there and recruit those. Son of a bitch! This is not where the bolt throwers are. Dios mío. She needs to get up to the Unicorn Gate to recruit the bolt throwers. I feel like sending Zathos down to slow this army down might be helpful, although at the same time, putting him in this army is going to reduce upkeep by quite a bit. So yeah, just keep him in there. Fuck it. Yeah, and then we'll put 8 bolt throwers, and this will be our first look at a real Doom stack. Oh man, I can't wait to see the Dragon Princes in action. I haven't, even in multiplayer, I haven't played with the Dragon Princes just yet. So these guys obviously are going to attack us. I mean, like, look at this. Look at this shit. I got three full stacks and a dude. Sylvana von Karstein. Oh, okay, it's broad. Never mind, it's not a dude. My bad. Yeah. Should be fun when they finally attack us. Yeah, I really want to go. Oh, we need to get off this island and start pushing forward, because, I mean, if we don't start eliminating some of our enemies, it's just going to be a matter of us just sitting here and perpetually fighting enemies that keep coming back. I don't know. The thing about legendary difficulty, it's almost kind of like it's basically horde mode, I guess.
That is beyond my power.
Right, you get in there. Yeah, now I'm a little hesitant to, because these armies are here, and there's a 4th one coming. Obviously, they're going to attack us. If we attack them, we will get hit with a diplomatic penalty. But where's the Declare War? Declare War will end any agreements with this faction. Declare war shortly after turns remaining 7, so I gotta wait 7 turns. So I guess we have 7 turns before they attack us, or maybe 5 turns. I don't know. I don't know if the same rules apply for the AI, but I guess we're gonna have to split our forces. We're gonna have 2 armies take on the vampires and 2 armies take on the dark elves, by the looks of things. So yeah, should be fun.
Faithful servant.
Which means we might have to refit one of these armies with some bolt throwers.
Champion of the Ever
Just
Queen.
thinking here. Well, we'll keep the armies together for now.
We shall not rest.
These guys. Alright.
All set.
Alright, we should be okay. I don't think they can reach us. Oh, son of a bitch. Forgot about this settlement here. Which needs to be taken
As you
back.
command. Forward.
Princess of Ulthuan. We shall not rest. Time is of the essence. What madness is this? I'm listening.
Alright, you got 20 in you. 19.
Prince.
Right, we're sending this guy around to get into Tyrion's army. It's gonna take you absolutely forever. You should have went this way. I think it'd be quicker to go this way.
I will move.
Might as well keep Zathos, or sorry, Taria in Tyrion's army until he arrives.
I am a fount of knowledge.
And then we'll switch him out and we'll use Tara as a scout. I think it's the best thing to do. Alright, let's take a look at the list here. Build here, yep, do that. Griffin Gate, I don't think... It's not really necessary to build here at the moment. We'll just, funds are a little bit tight because we've got all these armies in the field. And, actually, scratch that. Let's get the defenses, built up here first. And we don't need this growth anymore. Get rid of that. Something else. Alright, good stuff. I think that's gonna be it for this turn. We get rid of this army, we need to go out and get rid of that Black Ark, and we need to get rid of this ass. I feel like Malekith was around here somewhere. Oh, okay, that is Malekith. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, again, these territories, I don't know. I mean, the marble would be very valuable for us, so maybe we should take it. Just the inhospitable terrain is what worries me a little bit. Just can't have armies sitting around doing nothing for ages and ages. Though, saying that, you know, I haven't really gotten a lot of work done here. It just feels like we're stuck in the mud. How was I gonna do here? That'll actually help out a little bit. I think that's what I was gonna do. Alright, awakening the old ones. Do that. Alright. Throw not moved. Yeah, stay put. Alright, let's end the turn. We'll read some more Tolkien and then end the episode, I think. Probably after this end turn. So, alright, so back to Tolkien. It seems fairly plain that Arthur, once historical, but perhaps as such not of great importance, was also put into the pot. There he was boiled for a long time, together with many other older figures and devices of mythology and fairy, and even some other stray bones of history, such as Alfred's defense against the Danes, until he emerged as a king of faery. The situation is similar in the great northern Arthurian legend of the Shield Kings of Denmark, the Skylingdas of ancient English tradition. King Hrothgar and his family have many manifest marks of true history, far more than Arthur. Yet even in the older English accounts of them they are associated with many figures and events of fairy story. They have been in the pot, but I refer now to the remnants of the oldest recorded English tales of fairy, or its borders, in spite of the fact that they are little known in England, not to discuss the turning of the bear boy into the knight Beowulf. or to explain the intrusion of the ogre Grendel into the royal hall of Hrothgar. I wish to point to something else that these traditions contain, a singularity, suggestive example of the relation of the fairy tale element to the gods and kings and nameless men, illustrating, I believe, the view that this element does not rise or fall, but is there in the cauldron of story, waiting for the great figures of myth and history, and for the yet nameless he or she, waiting for the moment when they are cast into the simmering stew, one by one or all together, without consideration of rank or precedence. So he's alluding a little bit there to Arthur and how Arthur may have once been an historical figure and then was put into the pot, the stew of story making and all of these mythological and fairy elements became part of his legend. And then he's also talking about some of the older traditions with Beowulf and Grendel. These are stories that I'm a little bit familiar with. I mean, like I don't know a lot about them, but these are actually stories that I've heard of. Whereas some of the other stuff that Tolkien has talked about so far in this essay are stories that I'm not necessarily familiar with, that I haven't actually heard myself or read myself. But yes, the King Arthur legend is one that I am familiar with. It's a story that I grew up with that I really love. One of my favorite films, Excalibur, which is probably the closest film adaptation of it stays the truest to the actual legend of Arthur, the original legend, that is. I want to say it's Chaucer that wrote Arthur, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I'd have to double check. But yeah, planning a campaign where I'm going to talk about Arthur and the legend, but that'll probably be sometime in 2018 when the Thrones of Britannia come out, and I'll probably do an Arthur legend. I'll choose one of the factions in that, and do. I think I'm gonna name the campaign Pendragon. So look for that when Total War Sagas come out. I think probably people will be expecting me to do a Vikings theme campaign, just because the Vikings theme of the channel. But once I finish this Mortal Empires campaign, that's going to be the campaign that I start up, is my Vikings theme campaign, which will be an Attila. This is Total War campaign, which we're going to talk about some of the Viking myths and some of the Viking poets and things like that. So really looking forward to that, but it's going to be a really tough one, and oh man, who knows when this damn campaign is going to be over. Starting to yeah, Scheme of Doom performed. Steven, yeah, alright, whatever. Alright, cool. But yeah, I've rambled on for quite a while now. Hope you guys are still enjoying the campaign. I know it's starting to drag on a little bit here, but I'm still having fun. I'm just really annoyed by this situation with these vampires. This has really slowed us down, having these vampires in our territory. And we just killed a couple of their armies, and they just keep sprouting up. Same thing with the Dark Elves, and they just keep coming at us. Like, look at this. We killed like 2 or 3 armies just now, and like they're sending more down this way. And we're gonna get rid of these guys, but we've got to get up there and start taking their territory. Is the problem. And we just feels like we don't have enough armies. We're spread a little bit too thin. I hate how these guys are on our territory right now, but anyway. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out a plan of action to get rid of these vampires, because obviously they're gonna attack at some point. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and you know, all that good stuff. So I'll see you guys in episode 63. Ragnarok out.